Hey, what's going on, crew? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G, which is also known as the Samsung Galaxy Fold 3, which was released alongside of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3, which is the successor to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. Yo, what's going on, crew? So I've been using the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, sold as the Samsung Fold 3, and which is the successor to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2. And this smartphone has been a game changer. And so the reason why I say that the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 has revolutionized smartphones is because it's a device that could be folded, unfolded, and it has a slate-like form factor that could be used in a phablet-like fashion. And so when we unfold the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 or the Fold 3, it's 7.6 inches with a 5.4 aspect ratio with 374 pixels per inch, producing HDR10 plus content and a 120 hertz refresh rate. And what's really cool is that you also get the 120 hertz refresh rate on the external display, which is also an AMOLED display at 2268 832 6.23 inches with a 24 5:9 aspect ratio with 389 pixels per inch, HDR10 plus content, as well as 120 hertz as well. And so Samsung has been putting out new updates for this device, which is going to be supported for a few more years. And so because it was released in 2021, we're still going to get up to the 5 years that it was promised when it comes to software security updates. Now, the integrity of this smartphone has held up well. And one of the things that I did notice is that the One UI 5.1 has been really polished, and I'm a huge fan of Samsung because they have their own Galaxy Store, but they also do use the Play Store, and they have a variety of features that are only able to be used with a Samsung device. And so some of those features that I'm talking about, you probably use regularly as well. And I'm going to be talking about some of those features in this video, as well as discussing some of the major sell points when it comes to a Z Fold 3 device. And so if you're still here, just type down below in the comment section, I'm still here. So I know you're still kicking with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. And so when it comes to using this device, you're going to be expecting it to be running on the latest Android 13 software, and it's going to be giving you the security software update that is currently available, which is going to be up to date with the One UI 5.1 with the April security patch. And so I regularly use this device with the GPS for navigation, the Dolby Atmos for listening to music. This thing does also give you the ability to view content when you're in direct sunlight with the fast refresh rate of 120 hertz on the display. And so when I'm using the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, one of the things that I'm a huge fan of when it comes to this device is the camera configuration. And we do have a triple camera setup on the rear, one being the 12 megapixel wide standard camera. The next is going to be the 12 megapixel telephoto camera, and the third is going to be the 12 megapixel ultra wide setup. And so I honestly could say that the cameras on the Samsung Galaxy Fold 3 are going to be extremely capable when it comes to producing really good content. If you're not only just an average person who's using these cameras on, daily life, but if you're a content creator, it's going to be holding up pretty well because you're going to get 4K 30 frames per second, 4K 60 frames per second, or 1080 30 frames per second. And in addition to that, you're going to also be getting the 1080 200 frames per second and 720 960 frames per second. Another thing I was really impressed with when it came to using the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 was that I was able to use it outdoors in pretty much a bright day with the sun beaming down on the smartphone, and I didn't have any issues whatsoever when it came to looking at the display, reading content, scrolling through social media, browsing the web, or just checking on my emails. And so I was really impressed when it came to the overall features of the rear facing camera, because you're going to get a variety of different features to record in 4K 60, 4K 30, 1080 60, or 240 frames per second, as well as 720 960 frames per second. And so when it came to the photos that I was taking on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, it was honestly a standout phone for the amount of money that you're going to be spending. You're going to be really impressed with the overall quality that you get, and when you're taking shots outdoors or indoors, and it didn't matter what scenario I was taking them from, but I was really impressed when it came to the overall photos. And so for me, even while using the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 in the slate mode where it was closed, I was still able to get a lot done. I was also able to use a ton of features like the quick share mode, which gives you the ability to share videos and images from any other smartphone using the nearby share feature. And I found that that was a really useful feature when I was trying to share images or photos or even videos or music with another user. Now, when it came to using the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, when using the S Pen, I found that it was an extremely useful device to have, especially with the larger real estate. And I found that even when I was opening up documents and signing different forms, or filling out different applications and using PDFs with this device, it was really straightforward. Even different editing software with the S Pen was more productive than using it in the slate form factor. And so I found that when I was using this Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 for taking notes, I was able to get a whole lot more done, especially when it came to browsing. But not only that, when I was using Amazon Kindle, I was able to use this device similar to a reading tablet, and so it gives me the ability to read text on different ebooks, PDFs and things to that extent, while multitasking and browsing through different applications at the same time, switching the overall aspect ratio. And so it was extremely useful when it came to taking care of business, as well as getting a lot of productivity done while using the S Pen, as well as different applications too. But honestly, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 was one of my favorite devices to use of all time, because not only could you get a lot of work done when it came to using the S Pen, but you can also get a lot of gaming done when it came to the Samsung Galaxy One UI 5.1, the Snapdragon 888, which is going to give you a lot of smooth performance. You're going to get 12 gigabytes of RAM, so this is going to be a multitasking beast. You're going to also be able to get a lot of streaming done when it comes to applications like Amazon Prime or Samsung TV Plus. But I was able to use this device as a productivity device when it comes to taking notes with Samsung Galaxy note-taking application, as well as Amazon Kindle while reading ebooks. And so it made it an extremely diverse and multifaceted when it came to using different things like recording notes, writing with the S Pen, reading on ebooks, even using the DeX for Samsung, which allows you to use it as a portable computer. And so I was getting a lot of work done on this thing, and I was able to be more productive in my daily life. I found that I was able to even do e-signatures and sign documents, and it just made it much more easier to get more organized on a daily basis. So it was hard to use other devices after using the Z Fold 3. But I'm gonna get right back with you. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're still here, type I'm still here in the comment section. But follow me on social media and watch another video on the left or right hand corner, and I'll check you guys later. Okay, later group. I'll get right back.